Well, it's finally time for the engine you've all been waiting for. It's the Saddletank with the name that if you say it too fast, you'll get cancelled. That's right, today it's Knickerbocker time. We will be discussing Knickerbocker's history, his model history, and I will actually be doing something different from the other videos. I will be discussing something else related to his history. However, you will have to find that out when we get there. Anyway, enough of this extremely short intro. Let's get on with the video. Knickerbocker, or the Dock, was built by the W.D. Bagnell Company in 1919 as a private contractor engine. He would work on the line during times of demand or growth on the railway and would mostly do shunting jobs or help with construction of the railway, along with possibly working the maintenance train. Knickerbocker is an 040T saddle tank, meaning he has 0 pilot wheels, 4 driving wheels, and no trailing wheels. Knickerbocker has a saddle tank, meaning the tank on top of his boiler is similarly shaped to a saddle. Knickerbocker is around 9 to 10 feet long, 5 to 6 feet wide, and about 6 to 7 feet tall. Knickerbocker has a top speed of around 25 studs per second, which is about 21 to 22 miles per hour. Knickerbocker has a tractive effort of around 3,080 lbs, and have a horsepower rating of around 180. Knickerbocker comes equipped with a lower pitched sounding whistle. Here's some samples. As Knickerbocker would continue to work as a contractor engine for the line, the railway board would attempt to purchase him several times over his time on the railway, with all the offers being rejected by either the railway board or his owners. Eventually, the railway would file for bankruptcy and close, with Knickerbocker being the final engine to operate the line pre-preservation. Before the closing, he would be stored in a shed, possibly near Kitsborough, until being sold to a private collector in 1958 by the name of Mr. Stephens, for work on his St. Lucia Estate Railway in Shropshire, England, where he still runs today, I assume. Knickerbocker's model would begin construction sometime around late summer of 2019, with his model being teased on August 2nd, 2019. We have some minor changes occurring, mainly being the roof being lowered and funnel extended. He would officially be added 2 months later on October 31st, 2019, along with Useydess, Arwerth, Stalwart, Sweet Pea, and Wannabe. And ever since then, he's pretty much remained the same model-wise. As of December 1st, 2023, Knickerbocker is the oldest engine in the game to not have a rebuild or remake, with Wannabe in close second. Being this way, he's also one of the strongest engines left in game. At one point, he had a speed bug where he could go to 50 SPS in neutral, similar to Elmidar's 300 SPS bug and Gilbert's 40 SPS bug. However, this has since been fixed. A rebuild was planned for him, however it was cancelled before being complete, leaving him as he is right now for the foreseeable future. Knickerbocker is based on the real-life 040T saddle tank named Pixie, who worked for the Canada Light Railway, an extremely short narrow-gauge line started by the Reverend Teddy Boston in his garden. However, in 2005, the line would close and Pixie would be sold off to the Moseley Railway Trust, where she still stands today, awaiting restoration to operational condition. Knickerbocker's size and scale is more similar to Pixie's other class member, Sir Tom, who was a 3-foot Bagnell similar to Pixie, built for the British Insulated Calendar's cables in 1926 and worked at the planet Earth Kent between 1926 and 1968. He would sit for 30 years until 2001, when the Frelked Quarry Railway would purchase him and restore him to operational condition, along with regaging him to 2-foot. As of now, he runs daily passenger trains during the summer holiday months and sometimes on weekends between the middle of the Frelked Quarry and the intersection of the quarry. Okay, so this is the part which I mentioned in the beginning of this video. In this section, I will be discussing some lore from my 3-part series, Game Test the Killer, which you all probably know, assuming you guys have subscribed for some time. I'm sure you guys have questions about what happened with Knickerbocker and GTK, so let me explain a few things first. In the first Game Test the Killer movie, Knickerbocker was still the maintenance of Way Train since he used to spawn at Juneville. His death in the second act happened sorta like this. Number 1. He and Saltine were rammed into by Game Test during the night. Number 2. Game Test then decoupled him from Saltine while Knickerbocker was still very much awake and very angry at him. Number 3. He was pulled towards the edge of the port where he was hung over the side. Number 4. Due to his fear of the color gray and the water being a murky gray as it was sorta early morning, he had a heart attack. For those who don't know, this is actually a reference to BFDI 25, Return of the Hangliner, where Snowball asks Tennis Ball where Woody is, to which he responds that he died, and Snowball assumes it was due to the crash that killed him, when in reality, it was actually his fear of the color gray, which gave him a heart attack long before they hit the ground, because the inside of the spaceship was gray.
Tennis Ball, where's Woody?
He died.
Yo, we did crash pretty hard.
No, he died long before he landed. His fear of the color gray gave him a heart attack.
This doesn't mean Knickerbocker has organs, it was more just a reference / in-joke to BFDI. As for GTK2, well, it kinda continues the whole colored gray joke where it was revealed that it was never Game 2 who killed him, but actually was just a heart attack from the color gray, which also doesn't make sense when you think about it, considering the entire port is gray, along with the rails and ballast in some sections.
Nicker didn't drown. His fear of the color gray gave him a heart attack long before you threw him in.
This really starts to make less sense the more you look into it. It was always meant to be an in-joke to BFDI 25 and nothing deeper. Well, that's about everything I have to talk about when it comes to Knickerbocker. Thank you all so much for watching this. I know some of you guys have been really excited for this episode. Another massive thank you to Ethan, aka Train1557, for sending me photos of Knickerbocker's model during construction. Honestly, Ethan has really helped me with these videos, with sending me these work in progress photos of the engines he's worked on, so another massive thank you to him. Next time, we'll finally be heading to Kitsboro and taking out the speedy demon himself, everyone's favorite Falcon. That's right, it's Adderworth time. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.